Okay, y'all, this is not just any flip. This one is super special. I'm teaming up with MrBeast. Yes, the MrBeast for his Team Water initiative to help bring clean drinking water to communities that need it most. And I'm using my favorite thing to help him do it, flipping furniture. So let's get started. This French provincial dresser was a dusty, forgotten find left on Facebook Marketplace for the first person who could come pick it up. But today I'm transforming it to an earthy, on-trend, high-end piece with one goal in mind, and that is raising money. The money generated on this flip is going to go directly towards building life-changing wells through MrBeast's charities. Let's see how good we can make this flip and see if we can do some good with some lemons and turn them into lemonade. Let's get going. Okay, so for this flip, the lady had it listed on Facebook Marketplace. I think it had been previously being used as a kid's dresser because it's kind of small. It's definitely been painted before, as you can tell. It's got a lot of yellowing on it. So maybe it must have had some wax that has darkened or yellowed over time. So we're gonna fix this up and make this so much better. Of course, it has the original hardware, which I love on these dressers. I just never think these dressers look right when you try to change the hardware on them. So we're definitely going to stick with what was on here. And this one, she had a hard time selling it, probably because of the smaller size. And so I thought this piece would be perfect for this MrBeast charity flip that we're going to do, because the last time I made over one of these, I turned it hot Barbie pink, and I did it in a really, really like shiny lacquer finish, thinking that someone would use it for a little girl's room, but they didn't. They used it for their entryway. And I thought, I bet if I make this one for an entryway and do it with the latest trendy colors that are like expected to be trending for fall, that I could probably get a nice little profit on this one to donate to charity. So that's what we're going to do today. I'm going to make this in style for fall's upcoming colors. I'm going to stage it for an entryway, and let's see if we can find a buyer for that specific purpose. This dresser has the typical French provincial curves all around it, of course. So I'm going to use my Surfprep 3x4" sander and the squishy foam abrasive pad on there. I will link everything that I'm using today in the description below. And we're going to go around all these curves and edges, just making sure that I level out this previous paint job so that what I'm going to do next lays nice and flat and looks original to this piece. So what I'll do now is take some flat gray primer in a spray can. This is a Rust-Oleum product. I usually apply 2 good coats to this, mainly because this has wax on it. I want to make sure that if I haven't gotten all that out, that it is sealed in, and because they've done some light distressing on this. I don't know what kind of wood is underneath here, but I certainly don't want any surprises into the new paint job. So I'll apply 2 good coats of this gray primer. My first coat of primer is on, and as suspected, I'm finding these little sort of like hairline cracks. I hope that the camera can pick these up. But this one goes from all the way here, all the way up here. We've got one that's right here. We've got a few that are over here. So I've got to take care of those before we can move any further. I like to use this Bondo spot glazing putty. I'll use that with a little spreader that I have, and we'll fix all these little imperfections on the top. I'll let that dry and start working on the hardware. Before I tell you what crazy color I landed on, let's go into how MrBeast goes into this whole flip. So for the month of August, I am joining with Team Water, a global campaign led by MrBeast, with his goal of raising $40 million to bring clean, safe water to 2 million people around the world. He has handpicked a lot of influencers to help him join in this campaign and get the word out to you all. Millions of people, especially in underserved communities across Africa and other parts of our globe, still lack access to something as basic as safe drinking water. So that's why hashtag Team Water Initiative is going to help fund the construction of sustainable wells and water systems that will serve families, schools, and entire villages for decades to come. So just $1 gives one person clean water for a year with this initiative, and $20, well, it gives them clean water for decades. So I am flipping this old dresser and I'm donating all of the proceeds to hashtag Team Water. You don't just have to donate money. If you want to do that, that's totally fine. But I was hoping that with our community here, we could get a little creative. So I'm going to make something that I love, and I'm going to sell it, and I'm going to donate the proceeds to help bring clean water to those who need it most. So if you guys want to join me, you can also craft and sell something that you love. It could be a furniture flip, it can be a DIY. And if you do something like that during the month of August, I've got all the information below. I want you to tag me on it. I'm going to tell you how to do that, and I'm going to reshare it in my community page on YouTube. So check that link out below, and together let's create something real, lasting, have a big impact, and have a little bit of fun and creative in the way that we do it. If you make something, be sure to do hashtag Team Water and hashtag create and donate to share your projects. I cannot wait to see what you guys make. Okay, so after searching Pinterest, going into Lowe's, looking at trending colors for fall, I landed on this color called Bosque Pear. So this is way out of my comfort zone, but with the idea I have in mind for this and what is getting ready to trend for fall, I think I'm going to be right on track for what my Dallas area is going to buy. I will thin my paint out just a little bit, so I only put enough water in there like just to cover the top of the paint. That makes it easier for it to go through my sprayer. You all are gonna have to let me know if you think this color is too crazy. Is it too loud? Would you put this in your own home? All right, let's go test our spray settings, and we are off to the races. I've cleaned up the hardware and I'm super duper at a loss as to what color to make it now. I love the color that it ended up when I took all of the pink paint or whatever color paint that was off of it. It looks like it had a few layers, but the way that it looks patinaed definitely will not work with this new color that I've got going on. So let's try out a few different spray paint options and see what works best. Okay, so they're not very different, but there's with the paint color, that's the burnished, that's the bronze, and then that is the amber with the paint. Kind of leaning towards that one. I don't know, but then the darker one with the fall theme that I'm going for looks nice too. I don't know, I think I'm gonna let those dry for a little bit and kind of contemplate which way I'm going, but they're similar enough. I don't know that it really makes a difference. Which one do you guys think? What would you go with? The other option I have is just black, which I could do that too. I came out after letting this dry overnight and it looks pretty good, but I think it still needs just one more coat of paint. So when you paint these really bright, deep, rich colors, sometimes it does take more than just the normal 2 coats for full coverage to make these look really, really rich. So don't be surprised by that if you're having to do 3 coats on this. So I'm gonna go ahead and put on this 3rd coat and should be good to go after that. My hardware is dry and it is finished, but it looks a little flat to me. It's just kind of there. Don't really like what it looks like right now. So I think we're gonna distress it a little bit with a sanding pad and see if we can just give it a little pizzazz. Whoever had this before left us some artwork in the drawers, so I am gonna find some really nice drawer liners that match what I've got going on here with the vibe and just help elevate this a notch and clean up those drawers the easy way. Hardware is ready. Can't believe we're almost done with this MrBeast flip. And there it is, one dusty, dated dresser flipped with a purpose. I'm so excited to sell this and donate this to Team Water. What do you guys think I should list this for? Sound off in the comments. I want to know. I haven't sold one of these in a really long time, so I'm not really sure where to start. The other thing I want to know is, what do you think of these trending colors for fall? Are they too bright and bold for you? Would you love this in your own home? I wasn't so sure until I got it staged, and now I'm like, wow, I wish I could keep this piece. And just a quick reminder, every like and every sub is like a high five to me. It tells me that you're here for the journey, and I love to see it. So be sure to drop a comment, share this with a friend who you think would like it. And if you want to head to that link below and donate to Team Water yourself, remember, every little bit counts. And be sure that if you flip your own project this August for Team Water, submit it to me. I've got all the instructions below how to do that, and I am going to feature your piece on my community page on YouTube. So let's keep flipping for the good. I am going to see you guys on the next one.